I'm Nick Solaris, host of The Meat Show. We are here in Red Hook, Brooklyn, and I'm here to eat succulent pork steak. It's a very unique cut that nobody else is serving, so I knew that I had to come out and see it. Beyond that though, the person who runs this restaurant is a very good friend of mine who I knew from the 90s when she was like a hot rock and roll East Village chick. Well, she's retired from that lifestyle. She's out in Red Hook now and she's running one of the great restaurants of the neighborhood. Before we eat the steak, we're actually going to visit the butcher that prepares it, which is Fleischer's in Red Hook, one of the premier butchers serving all natural meats to the restaurants of the area. Then we're going to go to Grindhouse and try the steak. So just to give the viewers a sense of proportion and direction, this is the front of the animal, this is the rib section, the loin, sirloin, and then the ham, right? We are dealing with the ham area, basically.
Right, we're the back legs.
Tell me about the pigs that we're gonna consume.
They're from J&D Farms. We do Berkshire, Duroc, Landrace, and Tamworth.
Okay.
So a lot of old English breeds.
Right.
We're really hardy, have really flavorful meat, good fat cover.
So tell me, how did this get to Grindhouse?
A lot of people obviously want pork chops, and a lot of people
Right.
have them on the menu. But you wanted something different that had a lot of flavor, that had tenderness, but also a nice texture. And we sent her some of these and she fell in love with them.
Allow me, madam.
Ah, come on.
No, my mother really would never forgive me. I mean that. She'd hold it against me more than all the pork that I eat.
Solaris.
Thank you very much, dear. Look at that.
One pig steak for you. This is our finished and plated pig steak, succulent pig steak on the menu.
So really, you're probably one of the few restaurants.
I think we're actually the only one, as far as I know, that that is getting this particular cut, and I'm really stoked about that.
What was it when you first put it on the menu? Was it like an educational challenge to like get people?
It was, but I think I think just using the term pig steak, it just kind of like
Right.
Pig steak. Well, what's a pig steak?
So here we go, the moment of truth. Succulent pig steak at Grindhouse. Going in for the first bite. What a great piece of meat. It's somewhere between ham and steak, I'd say. You're getting a bit of gaminess from the leg meat, but it's got a very sort of clean, porky flavor to sort of balance it out a bit. So, a very nice piece of meat right here. I suppose I should eat some of these other things because the chef has gone to great trouble to cook them. It's pretty good for not being meat. Let's talk about the color of this. Growing up, people were always like, you have to cook pork all the way through, and this was a USDA requirement that you have to serve pork at 160. They rescinded that probably about 5 years ago. And the result is that we are discovering the pork had way more flavor than we ever imagined. And case in point, this cut right here has a very steak-like evocation. And I'm talking like a piece of beef steak almost. Even though it has those gentle, sweet, porky notes, it's got a real nice bite to it. Just try pork medium. It's not gonna kill you. And it will actually make your life better. Making my life better right now. So, couple of takeaways. One, don't be afraid to eat your pork medium rare. The other one is don't be afraid to look beyond the standard cuts. And I think this is a perfect case in point. This has every positive attribute of a expensive like rib chop or a loin chop or a porterhouse. But it's probably, I mean, if you were gonna get this much loin meat, it would probably be twice the price. So what I'm suggesting is that there are so many wonderful things to eat on the hog. Don't get caught up on being high on the hog, and look beyond those obvious cuts, and you will find nirvana on a plate. That's it from this succulent pork steak at Grindhouse, where Aaron Norris doles this out 5 nights a week. Encourage you to get down here and try it for yourself, and we'll see you on the next episode of The Meat Show. Then roasted in the oven. It gets to be cooked at about 400 degrees for an hour or so until it becomes supremely crispy. It just has